Okay, so if you're watching this video and you have just started the gym in January and you're still going, good for you, keep it up guys, but here's 5 top tips that usually people stop training or wondering why they're not getting anywhere. So here's a couple of tips.
I want you to stay. It's not much of a life you're living.
Okay, tip number 1. Usually you'll find these young guys, 16, 17 onwards, up to like 20 years old, very naive, going into the gym, thinking a couple of times in the gym over a few weeks, they're going to get jacked, they're going to be huge, they're going to be just absolutely ripped and look amazing. That is an unrealistic goal. Even with taking steroids, you're not going to make a massive improvement. Obviously you're going to be a lot better than obviously natural, which I'm not condoning doing steroids. I don't do them. If you really want to do them, go ahead, do it safely guys. Going into the gym, it's about hard work, consistency, and it does take a lot of time. 3 years I've been training now, or 2.5 years, about, call it 3 anyway, and I'm not huge. I've gained about 30 to 40 pounds of a mix of muscle and fat since the very beginning. I started off around 121 pounds. I'm sitting around 165 pounds now, and that's the type of peak of my bulk. And that's over 2 to 3 years guys. You really need to do your research before you think about going to the gym, because if you really think that you're going to get jacked instantly, you're going to be disappointed, and that straight away is going to be a deterrent and one make you stop going to the gym. So don't be so naive, get your head in check, realise that it does take a long time to get a good physique. And as I said, it's taken me like 2 to 3 years to get where I am. And as Christian Guzman's saying is, proud but never satisfied. I'm proud of what I've done with my body at the moment, and I'm sure a lot of other people are in the same situation. 2 to 3 years of training, they're proud, but they're still not satisfied. I want to get a lot bigger than I am now because I've put some size on. I've only got 15-inch biceps, it's not massive. My legs are still quite small, 22-inch, my chest isn't that big. I still got a lot of filling out to do and a lot of more sculpting to my body of how to get it to my perfection, not anybody else's. So to finish off tip 1, just realise it does take a long time guys. Okay, tip number 2 for you new guys to the gym. You need to get your nutrition on point. Nutrition is more important than going to the gym to actually be able to be in a surplus to build muscle and get a better physique. One of the mistakes I made, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people make, thinking just go out and buy some whey protein, take 1 scoop a day and you'll be massive. I used to take 1 scoop a day with my milk in work, and I used to think I'm going to get massive, I'm going to be absolutely shredded, I'm going to be a beast in a year's time. For that first year, just because of new gains, I did gain weight. But then when it came to the second year of training, I realised that I wasn't putting on any more weight. I reached my limit, I hit a plateau, and that was all down to nutrition. If you guys have no idea about nutrition and you really want to get into like bodybuilding or powerlifting or whatever, just to put on size and get stronger, I would suggest following a macros diet, because it's so easy and you can track, get close to it. You don't have to be perfect, and it's an alright diet to keep to. So I'll link a video down somewhere, or probably in this video now, I'll put a link to a video I did on tracking your macros to be able to be in a surplus or a deficit. So take a look at that. But yeah, don't go out buying tons of supplements and thinking just taking those are gonna make you massive. You need to eat correctly. You need to hit all your macros quite well. You also need to hit your micronutrients as well to make sure you are healthy. To finish tip 2 off, make sure you hit your nutrition well and don't rely on supplements. Tip number 3, lack of training certain body parts. Now, when I went to the gym at first with my mates, I think I started when I was about 19, and we were going once, twice a week, and all we ever did was hit flat bench for 4 sets of 8, and then we jump on the assisted preacher curl on the machine and just smash out our biceps, and we thought we were going to get swole, and we just did cardio then. So you can imagine these skinny leg kids, skinny waists, no back muscles, no lats, no shoulders, no nothing, just little peaks slowly growing, and chest. We went for about a year hitting the gym once or twice a week, and we see no improvements at all. Slowly got a little bit stronger, but no improvements at all. When you go to the gym, you need to have a split. The most common split ever is the bro split. That's the push, pull, and legs. So if you guys don't know what a split is, basically you work it out for your week. So you've got 7 days, and let's say you want to work 6 of those days out. So you do 6 days, you got day 1 push, day 2 pull, day 3 legs, and then you repeat it, and then you have a day off. Or you can start off just doing 3 days a week. But you want to make sure you're hitting all your body parts. You want to make sure you hit all the body parts. You want to hit all your shoulders and your traps, your chest, your abs, your obliques, your back, all your back, upper, lower. You want to hit your quads, your hams, your calves. You don't want to be missing any muscles out, and your glutes as well, because what's the point in having big legs if you've got a flat bum? So have a look into different training exercises. If you guys need a split at all, just give me a shout and I'll send you a message of a decent workout to start, rep ranges, what exercises to do. And if you have no clue what those exercises are, ask me and I might be able to make a video on it. So for tip number 3, just make sure you get a well-rounded workout, because I guarantee when you start hitting all different body parts, especially doing compound movements like squats, bench press, overhead press like that, you'll start filling out your shoulders and chest, and everything will start puffing up. You just generally look bigger, and you'll see really good improvements like within a couple of months. Tip number 4, when you, especially being a newbie in the gym, I know it can be intimidating and you just want to try and fit in and look like you can lift heavy and outlift people. That is the worst idea you can ever do. I used to try and do it. I even hurt myself trying to do it once. I was trying to do shrugs with 45 kilogram dumbbells in each hand, and then when I was re-racking the weights, pulled on my side, snapped that shit up, and it was horrible. Ever since then I've had problems with my sides, and I can sometimes pull it just by sleeping. So do not go in the gym trying to outlift people. You need to be able to go in the gym, lift the appropriate weight to your size and your capability, and you just want to realise everyone else in that gym, whether they were really fat before or really skinny, they started off newbies, not being able to lift. So I really urge you guys not to go ego lifting, because it's the worst you can do. Sometimes it's okay to ego lift a little bit to just try and push yourself past a plateau, but don't do it all the time. Like, I've got a good example. I was in the gym the other day, sitting down, just did my back, started doing my bicep curls, and I've slowly increased over the years, starting off like 6 kilograms, 8, 10, and only recently I've jumped from 12 to 16. So 2 guys next to me, and I know size doesn't matter, but he's tall and lanky, didn't have any like muscles by the looks of it. He's just quite smooth, skinny guy. He was with his friend trying to show off, and he was swinging all over the place, chucking the weights like that, and I was waiting for him to pull something. His mate didn't even look like he believed him, and I didn't even believe him, so it was just terrible. And then about 2 minutes later he picked up an easy curl bar, chucked 2 25 plates on either side, and I kid you not, I'll try and do an impression of it now. His arms were like that, and he's chucking it, sitting there like that, and then dropping it. There was no constant tension. It was just terrible form, terrible cheek curls. The only thing I think he was working out was his back, to be honest, and I'm pretty sure he almost snapped his back because he was swaying like mad. So guys, drop the ego, realise that you need to have good form to keep yourself safe. Just focus on time and attention and good form, and I can guarantee you'll get decent gains from that for your noob years. So just make sure you get good form, guys, because macho lifting is no good and you will end up snapping some shit up. Okay, so tip number 5, and probably the last tip we got for today. A lot of people I know have started the gym with me on multiple occasions. They do about 2-3 weeks of training and then they slowly fade out. They start making excuses, saying blah blah, I can't come because of this reason. And a lot of the times I find people don't want to come to the gym anymore because they started for the wrong reason. You'll usually find that they started because they want to impress someone, or they want to have a better body to impress girls, and so on. Now, I did start the gym for that reason, but then soon as I started noticing gains on my body, I got hooked, and ever since then the gym's just been for me, my self appreciation of my body, and just to make myself look better in general. So if you're going to go to the gym for someone else, as long as there's a good enough reason for you to keep at it, then go for it. But I would say try and find another reason, maybe to have a better health, wherever. So yeah, maybe just to improve your health in general, or to become bigger, or to become stronger, faster. Whatever your goal is in the gym, make sure you're doing it for yourself, basically, to make you happy, not to make anyone else happy. Just because, say you've got a girlfriend, not to make her think you're sexy as hell and she'll never leave you. Don't do it because of that reason, do it for you. So as long as you're doing it for yourself, you'll probably have a longer run in the gym, and you'll probably find it a lot more fun and a lot easier just to get through your workouts. Okay, and there is one last tip. I don't know if you can hear that fast car. But there is one last tip, guys, that I will say. When I first started working out and watching YouTube, I believed everything, and that is the worst thing you can do. I believed supplement companies, I believed people who are on steroids that said they weren't on steroids, and I'm not going to mention any names. Basically, don't just take everyone's answers as truth. Just do your research and find the answers for yourself. So maybe even question this video if this is even good information and true information. But you just don't want to be gullible, because I've bought all the supplements. They haven't, well, they do work, but you don't need them as much as you think you do. And you'll find just a lot of people try and take people for a ride and just take their money. So just be careful, guys, of what you see on YouTube and what you want to believe. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you guys have been going to the gym for a while and have anything to add to this list, feel free to comment down below. I know I haven't made a video in a little while, so I do apologise. I am trying to think of good content rather than just posting the same thing over and over. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, share the video, and if you haven't subscribed already, click down below. Cool, guys. Where's the 2? There it is. 14 3/4. So the other week after I went to the gym and I did biceps and triceps, I measured, and I was just over 15 inches in biceps. I was buzzing. Obviously, that was just a pump, so I'm almost there, almost to the 15 inch mark, which I've been chasing for so long. So next step, the chest. See if we can get this. One go.